Welcome back to my Firestick Life channel. Our goal is twofold. First, we want to help you to minimize, if not totally eliminate, your monthly cable bill. Second is to greatly enhance your viewing pleasure. I want you to be able to watch thousands of videos and of TV shows and movies, pay-per-view events, live sport. In short order, I just want you to be able to watch anything you want at any time that you. So let me reset the camera and we'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to the introduction to Firestick. Like I said today, just going to be a demonstration. First thing I'm going to do is start off with the website, the Amazon website, showing what the Firestick is. What Amazon says about it, it's the #1 best-selling streaming media player with Alexa voice remote. That's the second generation, released 2019. We now have the 4K. Has used the dedicated power, volume, and mute buttons to control your TV soundbar and receiver. You can watch favorites from Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, Disney, Apple TV, HBO, and more. It's got additional storage than previous ones. We've got tens of thousands of channels, apps, and Alexa skills. We'll get into that further. And the Alexa on the Fire TV provides the most comprehensive voice experience of any streaming media player. If you're a Prime member, you get unlimited access to thousands of movies and TV shows. And if you don't have cable or satellite, you can watch live TV and sports through Hulu, Sling, YouTube. Pair it with compatible Bluetooth headphones to listen to movies and music. All right, so we're going to go back to the home screen. First thing I want to show you is on the left is a magnifying glass, which is a search function. With this, I can go down, I can try to bring up a show, say like, I don't know, let's try Downton Abbey. That seemed to be fairly popular among a lot of people. Bring it up. As you can see, it says resume because we've already watched it, but you have various options. You watch from the beginning. You've got the various seasons and episodes there. You can choose whichever one you want. You can add it to your personal watch list. You can find other ways to watch it. Another thing that you have is it allows you to, or it suggests other shows that you might like. The way we found Downton Abbey was we were originally watching an Australian show called A Place Called Home, and that led us to Downton Abbey. Okay, and we'll show you now. I'm going to play it. There it starts coming up. It's a beautiful picture. It comes up very quickly. Now, when you're looking at it, I'm going to be pixelating or blurring the picture because in the U.S., it's legal to stream content, but you can't promote or distribute it, copyrighted material, so I want to make sure that I'm not in violation of that. Now, another way we can use that search function is through the Alexa remote. And at the top of the remote, you've got that little microphone. I'm going to push on it and wait for a blue line to come across the top and talk to me. Bosch. And there it brings up Bosch, which is an Amazon original. I'm going to click on that. And again, we started watching it. It has some of the same things. Various other shows. We're going to resume. Once again, I'm going to pixelate that, but you get the idea. And we would do the same thing with movies. If we want to, for example, I'm going to do it with the movie here, Reds. Brings up one. And it's an Amazon original, so it's going to give a little bit of Amazon advertising to start out with. And the movie starts to play. Okay, so we're going to go back to the home screen, and basically I've just shown you what the search function is. Well, we'll just start here with live. What they've done is people have complained, you've got hundreds of thousands, or not people complain, but the thought has been you've got hundreds of thousands of videos showing movies and TV shows, but what about live TV? So they put a section in with these apps that you're seeing, Sling, YouTube, Philo, Pluto. These are all things where you can watch live TV. Some of them are subscription you have to pay for, like Hulu. Some are free, like Pluto. And we'll just do a demonstration with Pluto. It says download it, you own it. I haven't downloaded on this TV. You can see it just queues it up, and then it doesn't take too long. But while it's downloading, it shows you other possible things you might like, such as Philo, Sling, Stars, or Tubi. Tubi TV is free, but you have to watch ads, almost like commercials. It's got some, what I would consider B movies generally, but it's a good thing to have on your Firestick. And this is real time. This time it takes to install. It's not too bad. Okay, now we're going to open it. Okay, as you can see right now, we have live TV. We have featured channels, movies. These are just all movies on these channels. Entertainment. News and opinion. Let's say, so you want to watch CBSN. Just comes up quickly like that, and that's a live channel. We have reality TV, crime channels. Comedy, classic. And the other section that you have on this, you have an on-demand section. Okay, the on-demand section basically will bring up popular movies, TV shows, new movies that are out. They say they're new, they're not too new, it's new to the channel. Comfort movies, sitcoms, dramas, things of that nature. So we start with home, we went to our live, and like I say, on the live channels, there's quite a bit in there. The Red Bull TV at the end has a bunch of things such as air racing, CCTV around the world, things like that. Then you have your videos. These are some that might be on your watch list. You've added some to your video library, and then it brings up things that Amazon thinks you might like that's with Prime, and these are pretty good suggestions. Come up with more of their originals. Then they start bringing up Prime movies, Prime top rated. After they get through Prime, then they start showing some other stuff such as free TV and things like that. Okay, after your videos, they come up with a section called free. And this is primarily things that will bring you free movies and TV that you don't need a subscription for. And they all work similar to what Pluto did, so I'm not going to go through that again. The install's the same. And some still may have commercials, Some may not, are not commercials, ads. Okay, movies and TV shows are essentially the same thing. They come down and they give you a few suggestions with Prime movies. After that, then they start giving you something that you might want to rent. They're not necessarily Prime, they could be something else. Then they come to the popular movies. These don't have to be Prime. And people talk about, well, do I want to pay for Prime? I do, because it's about $110 a year. My wife has had that forever because it's free shipping and she orders stuff online quite a bit. You may not want to do that, and if you keep following our videos, you'll see that you don't have to pay for any of this, but it might be advisable. We have the same type thing with TV shows. Start out with the free TV. Original series, sponsored ones. And quite frankly, if you have Prime, the artificial intelligence starts suggesting things that might go along with your prior watch history. These are all stars. Okay. So what I've basically shown you is you can search for anything you want to. They have some live TV. You've got hundreds of thousands of videos with movies and TV shows you can watch. Then we have something called apps. And they start out with featured apps. And these are apps that you can download and watch various things. You might have a People TV, or as you can see, Hulu, Sling, Showtime. Now, some of these are subscriptions, so you have to pay some for, and some aren't. Next section under apps is games, and you may have a 40-year-old that plays games, or you might have your grandkids or kids there and they want to play games. They can hook up via Bluetooth to the game controller. This one you have to pay for. It's $14.99. That one's $3. Some are free. We have a section down here that says top free ones. I haven't taken advantage of that myself, but I've known plenty of people who have, and it's really a pretty good thing to have. However, one thing that most people miss with this is categories. And there's quite a bit. I would highly suggest just spending some time going through and looking at these. Pick weather randomly. Got the Weather Channel, Earth TV, various others in there. During COVID, what some people like to do, since we're stuck at home and not getting out enough, is you're going to something like health and fitness. And you've got things like daily burns, yoga, Peloton. And people get some regular workouts with this. Zumba, Open Fit. Like I say, I suggest that you take some time out and check some of that out. That's the basic for Amazon Firestick. Without adding any third-party applications or other developers' products, you get hundreds of thousands of videos. I'm going to give you a brief glimpse into what I also have. Everything that I have inside this area is something that's been developed by a third-party developer. And I'm going to start with this Rock Solid. What Rock Solid allows me to do, and this was developed by some British developers, is it allows me to watch live TV with pay-per-view, entertainment shows, live football, baseball, any of that stuff. Right now it's on favorites. Let's go down. Remember I said this was done by some British developers. You see UK movies and things first, for example. These are channels in Europe or in the Great Britain. Then they go into some of their sports. And then they come down and you'll see, for example, there's NFL, NHL, NBA might have something playing right now. You'll go there. I'm going to bring up Major League Baseball. Let's see. Padres and Rockies may be playing. Actually, it looks like that is not available right now. Well, it's a little late for those, I guess, so we're not going to take a look at them. But you continue on down. There's more sports. Here's USA with entertainment channels. And you can mark favorites and just customize your own channel here if you want to. Get news and documentary, local networks. You could be from Phoenix in Boston, decide you want to pick up the Phoenix channel. USA movies. And I'll pixelate this one too. You see that came up pretty quickly. You got Stars, for example, Cinemax, HBO. And you keep going down. Sports, kids. Oh, then you get Canadian, Australian, and don't count out the Australian and British. I watched a few of those 24/7 shows. My son likes to just watch things put some like Friends on in the background, let it keep going. 24/7 movie channels. As you can see, they've got various categories. Kids channels, cinema. Now you got African, Arabic, Mexican, Malaysia, various other. And then they do have an adult section, but they have parental controls if you don't want to do it. Then they've got a TV guide section, a video on demand, which brings up movies from maybe 2019, 4K movies, action movies, and other things. And this one actually does cost me. I pay $10 a month. It hooks up to 4 TVs. Another one, and you may think about that, you don't have to have it. You can get free TV through something else. This is one that I like called TV Zion. It's a developer, and I highly recommend it. They have a reason I do recommend it. They've got some great videos over there explaining exactly how to use it. But they'll have sections like right now. We'll click on TV. They've got some that you're already watching. They've got trending shows, popular, most watched, most collected, anticipated. And let's say, I don't know, I can always search here. Let's search for Columbo maybe. And there it comes. And lets me decide which season I want to use. You can pick that up. It's got episodes down here. Other shows are similar to it. And I have this where I'll show you how quickly we're going to play the first episode. What it's doing right now is collecting links. And this is similar to me having a player like an old CD player or DVD player. And all these people providing links be like, give me a DVD that I could play it on. It's going through a bunch and it's going to select the best one for me. It takes me, I've got it set to take 20 seconds. It's going to take a few seconds to load. And there it is. It's coming up really nicely. So with this, I can find pretty near any TV show, many of them worldwide, or movie that I want to see. That doesn't cost me anything. I do pay $1.25 a month to be a member of the Zion Club. And I also pay for what you call Realtor Grid to make sure I get better quality links. Another thing that we use a lot is YouTube. And you've got home, you've got some news channels, of course. I mean, you guys are on YouTube, so you probably see this, but we often will sit around on a Wednesday or so and just listen to music on here. You've got some gaming. Another way of getting movies is here. Some of them are free with ads, you can see. Some of them cost money. And then you, of course, have your subscriptions and your library. Just a way to see some. And the last thing I'm going to show you is something called a VPN, Virtual Private Network. This one is called IPVanish. There's some that are free, some that cost money. I choose to buy the one that costs. And what it allows me to do is basically add privacy to my viewing so that my internet company doesn't throttle my internet. They don't censor. This prohibits me from being censored. And there's other things, for example, like right now it shows I'm in Miami, but let's say I was on a trip or I wanted to just watch a French show. I might bring in a country, bring up France, connect. And what this will probably show is I will be in Bordeaux, France. That's it. If you're traveling on business, or like I say, if you just want to find something, it's available. Now I disconnected. I'm going to change my country back. And if you're in, for example, the United Kingdom and you're not getting Pluto and you want to get it for the States, you just come back and connect and have a stateside show. So IPVanish or any virtual private network provides you security, it provides you privacy. It also allows you to see things that you're unable to see in your local area. Now, the other thing I am able to do is, just because this is so small and lightweight, anytime I travel, I have a few extra Fire Sticks and remotes sitting around. And when I go on a trip, I take them with me. So if I'm in the hotel getting their junk TV, I just connect my Fire Stick there and I'm able to use it and get unlimited viewing. All right, so that pretty much wraps this up. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe and share with your friends, especially those that are a little technologically challenged or the ones on a fixed income that could use this help.